What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys. This is my 5 Points Festival wrap-up and haul video. So, as you guys know, I went to the designer toy show, the 5 Points Festival, this weekend. Yesterday, actually, Saturday. I'm not going today. It's actually still Saturday. It's Saturday night. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. It was a long morning and partial afternoon. But I didn't leave too late from there. I kind of got done everything I wanted to get done. There was a ton more. I've posted a lot of pics on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and not really much on my Twitter. Still gonna be posting more stuff on Instagram. That I haven't posted yet, new views of stuff and whatnot, things I liked. But there was a ton more that I didn't cover. It just kind of didn't totally interest me, so, I do want to cover what I like. So, and I did. So, if you haven't seen any of this stuff, and obviously here on YouTube, I posted videos all day long. Hope you dug them. Some are a little quicker than others, but you gotta understand it wasn't because I wanted to make them fast or just did them haphazardly. It's because there was a lot of people crowding around, and I didn't want to get in people's way for too long. Maybe that's not the right way to go, but I'm still in the I respect folks, phase of my Ultrazilla toy career here. But yeah, it was cool. It was really good. It's always good to go to a show like that. I get used to big Comic-Cons and Toy Fair and stuff like that. And it's just, you don't get that feel of honest to goodness, grassroots toy makers from those shows. And here you did. That's what it was mostly about. And that was really cool. I really dug that. It really inspires me. Both as a comic guy and a toy guy, like I mentioned here last weekend, I think that was last weekend, in my last Vlogzilla at least, I kind of want to do something in the toy industry. I kind of want to make a toy or two, that's something I'm thinking about. So, and my wife has done it already. She's made her own toys before, so it's I really appreciate a show like this because it really inspires me, and it came out at the right time because I was thinking about this stuff, and today, when I got back, I had a really good conversation with my wife about it, and we're really seriously thinking about getting a 3D printer, and getting that ball rolling and trying to learn. I mean, it's a learning process. One of the big things I did today was talk to David White of Mechazone, really good guy, and who does the Mechanauts. You might have seen him on Vangelis's YouTube channel. He just reviewed the Anubis, which is on pre-order right now. Earlier this week, and got to talk to him for quite a bit. Pick his brain a little bit about 3D printing and stuff, because that's how he does his robots and stuff. And it was a really good conversation, and it really made me go, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're not getting any younger, so if we're gonna do this, we should probably do this soon. I'm saying get a 3D printer if we're gonna get one, because it's definitely a learning process. And I think me and my wife are pretty good at learning this type of stuff. Well, just art stuff in general. So, I no doubt feel that we would be able to get it, but I don't know. It's definitely something we're looking into. But, that was just one of the many folks that I got to talk to. But you know what? Let's do this in segments, because we talked about Mechanauts and Mechazone. So let me show you what I got from them, which is pretty cool. And I mentioned, where is he? I mentioned Anubis. I picked him up. He is a Predanaut. He's really cool. He's a little discombobulated. So my son like already really digs this. I showed him the stuff and he immediately started playing with this guy and the other guy I picked up. I actually got this. He was selling he only made 2 Anubis for the show because it's on pre-order, and he was selling them through 1000 Toys actually, who had an amazing presence. What a difference a year makes. I mean, they had a good presence last year. If you saw my pics and videos from their stuff last year, but like I feel like they've dwarfed that and are doing so much more. And David actually had a piece in their synthetic human custom show, which was really cool. He did this like centaur piece. But anywho, so he had, because of that, he had like a couple of pieces being sold at their booth of this guy. And I mean, having just seen him, and being that it's not out yet, like officially, like again, it's on pre-order, this was very cool to pick up. And I don't know if it's a pre-order exclusive or if it's a show exclusive. I can't recall at this point. My apologies if this is not a pre-order exclusive and a show exclusive. I think it was a show exclusive, guys, so real apologies. But I could be corrected on that. It came with this extra little dude, which looks pretty cool. So that is awesome. That is very cool. And where's the packaging? There's a tail in the packaging somewhere. I don't know where it went. That turns into a sword, and this guy like kind of like not really transforms, but kind of has like an alt mode in a way. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be reviewing this stuff. And to go with him, I couldn't resist this because this is the only one of these he had. And this is not even in pre-order yet. He's still like tweaking this guy. And this is the Defender. Mechanon Defender. And wow, I instantly gravitated towards this guy. Like his colors popped to me on the table. He's still like in the process of trying to figure out if this yellow is gonna be ultimately what he goes with. But man, how cool is this thing? Really glad he sold it to me. So that's a pretty unique thing to get. So definitely gonna be reviewing this guy now. Unfortunately, and it's not his fault, as I found out as I was leaving the show, I think the Brooklyn Expo Center had a problem with their Wi-Fi or something, because I've heard some more people complaining that they were losing. Just as I was, checking out, he lost his connection. So that was an issue that happened, and I waited a while and. He was very thankful for me waiting. We ended up going a different route. I ended up PayPaling my items. So hopefully everything else turned out okay later. But for my wait, and he didn't have to do this, he gave me this little dude here, Jumbo Robert. Robert? Jumbo Robert. Robert. I don't know why I'm saying it so weird. Which is really cool. I had my eye on this guy. From the very beginning when I went there. So, like, a really colorful little super robot-y tribute that I really want to say. I haven't opened this yet, I had a little, top thing, so I didn't want to completely take it out. So, Ultrazilla Jr. really wants to play with this one, too. Look at that little guy. Pretty awesome. So very thankful, that was really, really nice of him. It comes with this little ship here, a little white ship. So very, very nice. Very nice of him. That was very, very cool, which was awesome. And great experience there. Let me tell you, he is working on something that he had a few really cool things. He had this Game Boy. Like, if you saw my pics or my video, he has on a table, like, this Game Boy looking thing that turns into a robot. think we called him Mecha Boy, and it looked awesome. It was so, I was really tempted by that, but I was already had my eye on Omnibus, and when I saw this guy there, I was like, I gotta get that too. So, that was enough. But that looked awesome, and he's working on this collaborative piece with a Japanese artist, I believe, who it's like part like kaiju and part robot, and he's doing the robot bits. Man, it looks awesome. Again, this picks a round of that one, and also should be in my Mecha Zone video. It is beautiful, and I don't think it's gonna be that. I mean, it's gonna be like at least like $185 to $200, I'm assuming. But when I heard that price, I was like, that's gonna be something I want. Like it looks really nice. Yeah, so like our toys are really cool, and they're like one of a kind. Not one of a kind, but like some of them could be one of a kind. But there's so many cool things, especially like indie toys like this. Like dude just printed out his own stuff. Like he's got like a bunch of printers going. Yeah, he's doing all the work, and it's just amazing to me. And again, very inspiring. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about them. Mecha Zone, really cool. Please check them out. They're really awesome, and be on the lookout for my reviews, because I'm definitely going to be reviewing these guys very, very soon. So the first thing I saw when I walked in was this. Well, the first thing that really caught my eye, I should say, was this cool company called Planet X, and it's actually the last video I posted from the show. And I wanted to get this. This is adult collectible, not for children under 15. Oh man, my son really wants to play with this. So, this is from Planet X Asia.Asia. Anywho, like, very nice art, as you can see. Like, really caught my eye. He had these robot gorillas, and I'm gonna open this now. I'm dying to open this one. Like mech gorillas, all painted differently. There's 2 waves of them. They're all the same, like sculpt, which is like a lot of like you see like a lot of designer toys. Like they'll all have the same sculpt. They'll get the same sculpt of something, and everybody does their own thing of it. That's just kind of a thing. I got this like cool sticker here. That looks awesome. And so he had 2 series of these. This is a vinyl toy. It looks really cool. And he had the first series was like all painted based on different super robots. This one obviously is Mazinger Z. So, which is cool. And and then the second series was based on like he had different artists doing like different paint jobs on them, and some of them look really cool. But yeah, I really was attracted to this one most of all. And it's funny because when I got there and I was looking at it, if you don't know him, you should really check his stuff out right now. Robo 7, The Art of John Bellotti, or Bellotti, came into the table, grabbed this guy as well. And like I was like, hey, I know you. So he does all this awesome kaiju art, all the awesome Godzilla posters and Gamera posters. Very, very cool. All kinds of monster movies. Also did the latest cover of G-Fan, and he had a table there. I met him last year actually. He's also from my area, so like really cool to see him again. Definitely got to hang out sometimes. And like he had an awesome spread of stuff, and he was with the gentleman that behind Symphonic Fury, which did like the Akira Ifukube symphonic soundtrack thing. I picked that up a while back, which was really cool, and he was selling a bunch of vinyls and stuff. So that was awesome. I got to talk to them for a while. But he had picked this guy up before, and unfortunately this guy was only doing cash only. But when all that stuff was happening with at the end of the day, I wanted to get this. I went to the cash machine, and the cash machine wasn't working either. So I don't know what was going on over there with that stuff. But anyway, I went back and I asked the dude, you know, since I just did PayPal one person, if I could PayPal him. And I really thank you, man, for making me do that. I know you didn't really want to do that, but you did, and that was cool of you, because I was able to get this really cool, you know, robot here, and I'm really happy about it. Again, something I'm gonna review, like, because it's awesome. It's really, really awesome. One thing I didn't get, and I was on the fence about it, but I got some news for you guys. So here's, like, you know, little exclusive news. You know, Super 7 was there, and they had, and cover your ears, Macross fans, they had a Robotech muscle, which I was almost interested in. Like, I almost picked up because I've been interested in, like, checking out, like, these new fangled muscle figures that they're, you know, doing, of all different genre figures, you know, that Super 7's been doing, because I was an old muscle fan from when I was a kid. So I was thinking about getting a little pack, but at the end of the day, I just, you know, like, I could get those in a lot of places. It wasn't, like, super unique. And I just wasn't completely, like, I didn't feel like spending the money. Like, I like Robotech, and I'm always going to say Robotech, I think. I'm sorry. I just grew up on it, guys. And, you know, so, like, I didn't spend the money. So there you go. You might be happy for that, Robotech, Macross fans. So yeah, I didn't spend the money on it, but I asked them about the Super Robot ones, or the Super Shogun ones, as they're calling them. And they are still coming. I know some people, they're doing the muscle figures and the, like, reaction line figures. You know, I know a lot of people were, you know, anticipating those as well as I was, because when I put up the pics from Toy Fair from last year, like, and the videos, like, I got a lot of response on that. Like, a lot of people want those figures. That is really cool stuff. And I found out, like, they are still coming. They actually are all done and in their warehouse. They had to clear a couple of licensing things, and that's been the delay, but they're supposedly coming out this fall, like, even September, fall. So yeah, I am excited to hear that. That was great news. Hopefully, you know, they don't get snagged any further, but apparently they're done. Those figures are all done and ready. So Super Robot fans, Super Shogun fans, you know, it all has, you know, it kind of ties into, like, Bandai's license with the stuff and their sell window. I've heard worse stories. So yeah, very, very cool. So, you know, once I heard that, I was like, man, you know what? I think I'm just gonna end up getting the muscle from those. I'm definitely gonna get the reaction figures of those. So yeah, very, very cool. Some little bit of news for you guys, a little exclusive news for you guys, if you were wondering. But yeah, you know, the other big company that was there that I was super, super interested in was Super 7. Now, like, not Super, I just said Super 7. 1000 Toys, which, again, they had the Anubis Mechazone figure there. But they had an awesome spread, you know. They were doing that custom show, the, like, synthetic human custom show, which was cool. And then they had, like, a lot of different, like, they're working with a lot of different artists, doing some other, like, kind of vinyl toys and, like, stuff like that, which was very, very popular at the show. They had a huge line to start out. I think they had some exclusive figure of those things, and I don't know what it was. It wasn't really something I was, like, interested in, so I kind of stayed away from them in the early part because I saw the line, but once that was done, I think the line was done. So I went up, you know, I got my Mechazone figure, and I got a couple other figures, but they had a lot, again, they were doing a lot of different things. I got to see the Iron Giant. It looks, and it was like in two different poses, there was two different figures there. Looks so awesome, guys. I think that thing is going to be amazing. So really, really looking forward to that one. And then, again, they're doing a bunch of different things, but one of the things that they had, which I was like, hey, is something that's, like, coming out. I have, like, the Hobby Link Japan page open. It's the one, it's the Roblox Basic figure, and that one, they actually had one that was in canvas white, which I think is just like not colored, not painted. That's what it looks like. That's the art of Kim Jong what is it? Kim Jong Gil? Oh man, proof. I should know this. I look at this dude's art a lot. Oh god. And that guy is amazing. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Anyway, so he designed this. So I actually have the regular version, which is like greenish and looks cool. But like when I saw that they had this there, I was like, man, and it's cheaper because I guess it's unpainted. I was like, I have to get this, and it's got some like really cool art on there. So yeah, I ended up buying this. Not ended up. I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that's the dude's art. He's amazing, guys. Amazing. So I got an instruction booklet here. I didn't know this guy was going to be all like folded up and stuff. That's exciting. So I don't know. Now that I got this, I don't know if I'm going to get the actual retail release, even though it's different. I mean, I think I'm keeping my pre-order for now, and let me review this guy, see how I feel about it. But I don't know. I kind of already got it. But then again, I got 2 synthetic humans. I got the clear one and stuff, so that's cool. He's all folded up here. I don't want to really know how. I don't know how to transform him yet. He kind of all is folded inward. Oh my god, interesting. Wow, I'm not supposed to be transforming things anymore. Well, that's kind of like, is what it is. I make exceptions for that. It's my channel, right? If I want to transform something, I will. Wow, this is so interesting. I wish I didn't transform this yet because I don't know how I'm gonna get it back. But anyway, I'm gonna stop transforming it because I want to save that for the review. But it feels really good, as like a lot of their toys do. And I'm really excited about this. Excited that I got like this unpainted exclusive. That is awesome. That's a cool deal. And I got one more thing from them, and this is the last thing I got. And this was something else that they're doing. I really don't know the story behind this, but it's called Next Man Synth. So it's the synthetic human done up as, I don't know, like some sort of, I want to say superhero, but it looks more like kind of like the new Sentai, like Lupin Ranger, Pato Ranger type guys. That's the figure. It's a nice box. Really nice box. I hate to break this box open, but I will eventually. And it's called, it says Real X Head, and then it says Next Man, which is interesting. And this guy is called Next Man Synth Cyclone. So I got the black one, which looked awesome to me. Now they have one that's like done on the regular synth body, and then one done on the clear one. But I have both of those, base body ones. I don't have a black one. I don't think. I might, unless that carb figure was in the black one, but I never opened that. I will. But anywho, it says New Synth Initiative. So pretty cool. Relax X Head. So the sculptor is Mori Katsura. I guess of all the other stuff on him. That's interesting. So yeah, I picked this guy up. Looked really cool. Look, it's got a bunch of like extra stuff. I have a bunch of like 1000 Toys stuff to review still. So yeah, that was pretty neat. And that's it. That was like pretty much my experience. I saw some comic peeps that I know. My friends Sarah and Kwanzaa, they're doing that book Black, which is like really cool, getting a lot of really good press. My friend Jeff Zorno must be destroyed. He is awesome, like he had a lot of awesome Godzilla prints. He did, part of the team of Godzilla Rulers of Earth. So he was there. Who was there? Anybody else? I mentioned John already. Robo 7. So yeah, thanks to all the art folks that I know that were there. But I feel like that it's changing. This was a big difference from last year. Last year it was very they tried to they started the show, and it was last year was in Manhattan, and Midtown Comics was one of their like sponsors, and they had a big presence, and I guess they brought in a lot of big time creators, and there was a lot more comic creators, known comic creators there, like mainstream comic creators I should say, that were there, that like, and it felt like a weird show last year because of it. This year was definitely more indie flavored, even in, the Artist Alley, which was very much smaller than last year. This year there was way more toys. The space was way bigger. So there's definitely a shift, and it's the shift it needs to be in. I really think, while I think there should be some artists there, and I think it's gonna start integrating more into like what the show is probably looking for. It is a toy show first and foremost, and I think that's going to start reflecting more on the art side of things. And it definitely was different this year. They're trying to curate the whole thing, so like it's gonna change. It's gonna constantly change, and that's fine. It should change and grow and whatever. And more power to them. I hope everything turns out great. I hope today's the second day here turns out awesome. I hope it all goes well. I hope whatever problems they had today with like Wi-Fi or whatever was going on, there was something definitely going on. They got, because when I left, there was like some scrambling going on with some of the employees, for sure. Some of the volunteers or employees, whatever they are. So hopefully they got that all in check. But growing pains, it's gonna happen. And this is a new space for them as well. But it was good space. I thought it was like laid out really well. It did get a little hot. If I have to say anything, it did get a little hot. I saw that they opened up the doors in the back a little bit too much, and like it was nice and cool when I got there, and I left at like 2 something, and it was hot. It was hot today and muggy, and it was coming in, after a while, and that's not good. I'm glad I got my iced coffee from Grumpy Coffee a lot earlier than that. And I enjoyed it, and I uploaded some videos from the show while I was there. But anywho, that's it. There was some cool stuff. Colossal. This guy, did you guys see this guy on other media? This guy was huge. They had a 12-foot Colossus Rex. That looked really awesome. And then there was like a smaller vinyl version, like you see there, which was nice. It was a lot of cool stuff. Here's that dude. He actually was in the book, which is nice, and I actually picked that up. So there was a lot of really cool stuff. There was a lot of like fake, like He-Man, like not fake He-Man, but like He-Man style, Masters of Universe classic style stuff. Those pics are on my Facebook. There was a bunch of different ones, and even more that I didn't even. That's like a popular body style in the designer community, for sure. So yeah, a lot of really cool things. I'm just looking through the book real quick just to jog my memory of if there was anything else that I wanted to mention. But that's pretty much it. Those were the important things. I think, if I bought something, it was pretty important to me to mention. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was able to do that. So it was cool. There was a lot of cool stuff there. That's it. I'm done. I am done. I was very happy to go. Thank you, 5 Points Festival, for giving me a press pass again. That was very, very cool. I really enjoyed it. Great show. I hope nothing but success. Keep using this Brooklyn space. Perfect spot for it. Williamsburg, Greenpoint area. I think it's Greenpoint actually. Huge center for the arts. So. I think there's going to be a lot more people that would just walk in and go. That's thumbs up from me. Alright guys, so that's all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on any of the stuff I picked up. Any questions you might have, I'm here to answer them. I will do so down below in the comments. So check out my Facebook page, my Instagram, and my Twitter. Links down below as well. And until next time, peace out, peeps.